Hello everyone, welcome back to Textalgia. Today we are revisiting my Mac Pro 2008 that we did not quite finish last episode. If you missed part 1, it will be linked in the description. Last time we forgot to uncheck the Mac Pro 2008 workaround box for Sequoia, so we did not take full use of both CPUs unfortunately. We also forgot to uncheck verbose mode for a clean boot screen. In this video, we will also install a SATA DVD drive as well as the Broadcom BCM94360 Wi-Fi Bluetooth card. This came out of a newer iMac, so the card is natively supported. Now let's get right into the installations. First up, we are going to correct our OpenCore errors. To do this, we will open up OpenCore Legacy Patcher and navigate to the settings. In settings, we will uncheck verbose mode and the workaround. We'll then build and install the bootloader and verify that it's installed on our main hard drive. After that, we will reboot and check the results. As you can see in About This Mac, we now have both processors. I did not show it, but we also have no more scrolling text while booting macOS. However, unfortunately, our Bluetooth and disk drive still do not work, and to make it work, we will need to upgrade some more hardware. Now, jumping into the hardware upgrades with the side cover off, we can start dismantling the Mac Pro further. The first step, we will start with the GPU, and once we get the GPU out, we can remove the magnetic cover on the CPU heatsinks. Once that is out, we remove the screws for the intake fan assembly and remove the fans. Next, we remove the disk drive assembly. This simply pulls out when the case is unlocked. We can now unplug the disk drive. We can now unscrew and remove the disk drive from the sled once it is outside of the Mac Pro. The new drive will need the front plate popped off. I do this off camera, but we need to eject it with a paper clip and pry the cover off the plate. We can now screw the drive into the sled. Once that's done, we can route our new data cable to where the drive sits from the hidden SATA port behind the intake fans. We can use this Molex to SATA power adapter to power our new disk drive. Now let's plug the drive in and slide it into its slot. Now we can remove the old Wi-Fi and Bluetooth card. This is the Wi-Fi card here. Unfortunately, the screw for my Bluetooth card was horribly stripped, so I had an awful time getting it out. But eventually we got it out, and here is the chip. Our new Bluetooth and Wi-Fi card is all in one. It will need this adapter here. I will have a link to the one that I got on eBay in the description of this video. Now this is the card itself. This is a direct part from a newer iMac. First, we can slot the adapter card into the Mac and screw it in. We can now wire the new card to the existing antenna setup from our Mac Pro. On screen, I will have a wiring diagram for how the antennas plug into the card. Once wired, the card can simply be plugged in and screwed into place. We can now slot the intake fans back in as well. With the intake fans now back in place, we can now screw them back to properly hold them in place. We can now reattach the magnetic heatsink cover once the fans are in. And lastly, we can reconnect our graphics card. Once the graphics card's in, we can put in our first drive sled, put the door back on, and test our results. Now, when we boot back into macOS, you can see it was a success. We can connect to Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth this time, and the disk drive opens from the key command, closes, and reads disks. In the final bits of this screen cap, I show that all devices are picked up on my system information as well. This is a successful part 2 to my first Mac Pro video. This machine is now 100% ready for use and ready for sale. If this is the type of content that interests you, be sure to subscribe as I have more plans for more retro Macs in the future, as well as some more modern stuff coming up as well. So there's some good content coming for just about everyone if you're into tech. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.